Kwanzaa is a sacred 7-day celebration honoring African heritage, culture, and community. Observed from December 26th to January 1st, it is guided by the Nguzo Saba, 7 principles that call us to unity, self-determination, collective responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. This Kwanzaa, we're inviting you into the conversations we've been having at TAIBU Community Health Center about what it truly means to care for one another. Today we celebrate the 5th day of Kwanzaa, Nia, the Kiswahili word for purpose. Nia means to make our collective vocation the building and development of our community, to restore our people to their traditional greatness. For nearly 18 years, TAIBU has practiced Nia by making our purpose clear, delivering care that is culturally grounded and shaped by the lived experiences of Black communities. Every program, service, and partnership is driven by a commitment to long-term wellness, equity, and community-led future. Here is some of what we've been talking about.
I think for me, I've always been fascinated with like reading and information and concepts, and trying to understand things in a way that I can not have to learn things on my own through my own experiences, and that I can lean on history and historical experiences so that I can not have to face the same problems and I can move forward. So to me, that is directly aligned to my work. I'm a research and policy analyst here at TAIBU, so I'm thinking about how can we merge all of the information about Black health, about Black communities that people have been doing for generations across the world. And it's kind of connected to that unity concept, that if something made sense in another context, maybe it'll make sense here. Let's bring that information together and accelerate the pace at which we're going for the community. So that's kind of where I come into it, as I love to see how we can do things based on historical precedent.
So the purpose is more about creating possibilities.
Yeah, I think so, and exposing ourselves to different ways of doing things that have already been tried and tested, right? The human experience is pretty similar across the world, so why not at least think about how that could influence how we're doing what we're doing.
So my role at TAIBU is the Clinical Director for Primary Care Healthcare Services. So for me, I've always been interested in why are Black people sicker than others? Why are we more or disproportionately disadvantaged in our health in every spectrum, and what systems are contributing to that? So for me, what gives me the most impact is what type of work needs to be done within TAIBU, within our community, so that we could decrease those health disparities. How do we make our community much more aware, much more informed about their own healthcare, and that they can participate and build their own capacity in taking control of their health?
Oh, my kind of sense of purpose has changed over time. And I think I'm at a space where I truly believe that it is possible to bring about change and improvement in the health and well-being of Black communities. For the small thing that we've tried here and we've seen, how things can be shaped differently, how people can, access and receive services or even engage with organization. I think I've seen that over the last 17 years or 18 years now. And so that possibility is the purpose, to say, one step at a time, a couple of individuals at a time, a group of people at a time, it is possible to bring about change in their health and well-being. And as you just mentioned, and maybe, at least for the next generation, there is greater possibility and hope.
Different starting point.
Yeah, different starting point if we do our work now. And so that's one kind of a purpose. And the other purpose is when we are seeing these results, sometimes very exciting to see some of the outcomes that we are seeing, how can we share with other people so other people also can do it, right? And it doesn't have to be Black-led organization, right? Any organization that is serving our communities, or any communities for that matter, could do this and bring about change, right? So that's right now where my kind of purpose is. And as I say sometimes, my purpose is really to get TAIBU out of business. Because the reason why, our founding members and, definitely our ancestors, people who came before us, people who did a lot of work, right? Like Louis March and Denise Brooke, all of those people who really did this work before us was because they wanted to see this change. And now that, or they wanted to create a TAIBU because the mainstream organizations were not providing the services that the client needed. And here we are, and so we now have to make all these other service providers in a way accountable for them to do the same thing, so that if the system responded to the way we should receive services, we don't need a TAIBU. And the accountability will rest with those. So that's the kind of purpose that is going through MICE right now. And sometimes that's why I kind of push you and say, we need to demonstrate what we're doing here.
No, that's exciting to hear.
Or let's get this symposium going on. Let's share our stories. And so that's where the kind of purpose for me is right now. And I know, and many of you would agree with me. It's a very difficult area of work that we're engaged in, right? Because the work is heavy, it's overwhelming. The challenges that we hear from our communities are difficult to receive when you're also not able fully to respond to those and stuff. And if there was no hope or possibility on the horizon, I don't know if I could, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if I could continue to do this work. So that kind of a possibility is the purpose that drives at least where I am.
That's encouraging though, because I feel like most people, as they develop through a career, they become more cynical and less hopeful.
It's not like,
So I don't know if you had like an up and down of it.
Oh yeah,
but,
for sure. Even now there are days when I say, I really live in you think this is going to happen, but then what am I doing here? Right? So that is the kind of things that goes to mind. Like sometimes when it's very overwhelming and you see how the system is really very difficult to shape or change or even communicate sometimes with, and you say I don't know if this is ever going to happen. Of course, at least I don't think it will happen for my generation, but if there is no possibility or hope, it's tough.
Right.
Yeah.
At TAIBU, the Nguzo Saba is not symbolic, it's foundational. It guides how we deliver care, build trust, create systems that honor dignity, resilience, and collective well-being. Kwanzaa reminds us that healing is not done alone, it is done together. When you commit to $18 a month to commemorate the 18 years TAIBU has been in service, you're investing in community care, cultural preservation, and a future where our people are supported, seen, and thriving. Join us in sustaining this legacy of care. Visit www.taibuchc.ca/donation and give today. Thank you.